Alright, so we're back again. Okay, now this next part is describing the mature or older black woman, and also the elderly or senior black woman. So, okay, just get right into it. And let me just say this: the last part, I'm gonna read one more part after this part, and that'll be about divorce, and that's a relatively short part too, and that'll be finishing this chapter that I wanted to read. This whole chapter about the black woman in adulthood, and it finished off with her imagination of what marriage is. So here we go. Periodically, when the black man chooses the older black woman for his mate, he can relax a little. The older black woman, about 39 to 50, has tried all the tricks and games and accepts her failure rate. She is more apt to be willing to try something different during her twilight love years. As we have heard, she is more at ease sexually, may be easier to talk to, and is more patient and tolerant. She's been there, and while the men in her age bracket may be breaking away from their own tradition and becoming more interested in younger women, she is caught in a whirlpool, floating, sometimes detached, with a lot of life left in her. While she may look adult and settled, and has claimed she would never even consider a younger man, she can be approached. The drawbacks are that she will not want to bear children, and she will not be as interested in juvenile type activities, and she may be shyer. She will also have a multitude of old problems she may wish to discuss or receive advice on. She is faithful and becomes energetic about her new romance. During this span of life, black women commence to lie about their age. On the other side of this group are the women in the same age bracket who remain inflexible in their ideas about what they will take and what they will not take off of a black man. They are firm and brittle in their attitudes and swear they are better off without a man. They masturbate or just dismiss sex completely. This alone makes them bitter and hostile. Many of them take good care of themselves and spend their time with children and grandchildren, their jobs, short trips, clubs, or political affiliates. They might return to school, take up a hobby, or become submerged in church activities. She is considered by those who don't have to live with her as a nice woman, a decent woman. She may also drink alcohol and do volunteer work to fill out her time. She is full of stories of failed romances and bad black men who she claims abused her without reason or cause. She believes herself innocent. The older, more mature black woman may do several things as a last attempt to hold on to her fading youth and beauty. She may wear heavier makeup, have breast or facial augmentation, aka plastic surgery or silicone implants, to improve her body form. And sadly, sometimes she tries to wear youthful-looking styles of clothes. Whatever the younger people are wearing, she may try to wear it too. She will also try to fix her hair in a more younger-looking style and reveal more of her body with low-cut tops, shorter skirts, mid-drift blouses, low in the back and front dresses, high heels, shorts, mini dresses, and the like. It is not hard to recognize this type of black woman at the disco or in bars. She is easily noticeable and is generally commented on by onlookers with comments like, quote-unquote, "Look at that old broad trying to be young," or quote-unquote, "She's trying to hold on," or quote-unquote, "She ought to be ashamed of herself." And rightfully so, she should. Of course, other more crass comments are made that do not need to be repeated here. The black woman, when in this state, is very, very unhappy, has low self-value, and is confused. She believes that the only way she can attract a man is by pretending to be young, and she is mentally blind enough to believe that she can get away with it, and that no one can see that she is an old sister trying to be young. The fact that she cannot recapture that part of her life does not matter to her. She thinks that how she dresses or dances will make her accepted by men. She does not know that each stage of life can be beautiful and content if she thinks right and behaves in such a way as to be viewed as beautiful. The older black women want to be young, and the younger black women want to be old, or so it seems. Actually, they would rather be anything than what they are. Okay, so that was the first part about that, and I'm going to continue on right here with the elderly black woman. The elderly black woman, age 55-ish up to 100. The senior black woman, if she chooses, can be beautiful. If she has taken care of herself physically, eaten properly, had minimum substance abuse, and had pleasant, positive thoughts, she is beautiful. If she has had a man or still has one, she looks even better. If she has been a bona fide hellraiser, is disappointed in her man, her children, and her life, her condition will reflect that accordingly. If she is regretful of her life and has bad memories and grieves over them, she will relate her misery to anyone who gives her an ear. Often the disappointed old black woman can be found in the community warning the young girls, quote unquote, don't let no man make a fool out of you, or quote unquote, all men want to do is use you, or quote unquote, they only want one thing. She may report to the other older women in the neighborhood that she is doing better than ever since she got rid of the man she used to have. She might further tell them, I didn't ever get anything, quote unquote, I didn't ever get anything out of it anyway. She is a sad sight. Black female elders wrought with turmoil and regret relating lifetime memories about her unfulfilled tenure. She will brag on how she has always been headstrong and determined to do as she pleased. She did, and now she is alone. Sorry that her life has passed and wishing she had another chance to do it all over again. The ones of them who are married and have been basically happy for many years and who still enjoy the youthful benefits of sex will be glowing and satisfied. If she has been having a man on a regular basis, her body will be more enticing than that of the black woman who brags about how she got rid of her man years ago. She will dress better, take care of her hygiene better, and be pleased with herself and her life. She has pride and is respected for her intelligent knowledge and advice to the young. The older black woman who is dissatisfied will have a face that looks defeated, weary, and worn. Her flesh will hang looser on her bones, and she has wrinkles from her permanent frown and bad ideas. She has wrinkles from her permanent frown and bad ideas. I read that twice, sorry. She may be careless about her clothes, her home, and will talk to herself, a habit she develops or a breakdown of her mental abilities. She complains about the young people in the neighborhood and carries gossip if she gets a chance. Unfortunately, sometimes the older black woman will give negative advice to her granddaughters about how to treat their man. They advise them to live their own life, don't get tied down to no one man, keep something for themselves, and go when he goes. They might even explain to other young women about how they were such a good wife for 30 to 40 or 50 years and didn't get anything for it. It is not exactly plain what the older black woman expects for being a good black woman. There is no other reward except the satisfaction of knowing she performed a job well done for a deserving black man and for herself. The older black woman also sometimes thinks the modern black woman has more privileges than her because she has the option of doing worldly things other than getting married and having a family. She admires the idea of independence and wishes she had thought of it. Another group of older black women are equivalent to the dirty old man, the quote-unquote dirty old man, and she is obsessed with sex, discussing it per se. She pries into the affairs of younger people, openly uses raw language when referring to sex, and talks about her own conquests allegedly made when she was young. She memorizes filthy remarks and may curse loudly in public. Her personal hygiene is lacking, and she may drink a little wine on the side or nurse hard liquor daily. Sometimes the older black woman, if she is blessed to still be married and have a man, is still bickering with her black husband about disagreements they had 20 to 30 or 40 years ago. The older black women can be just as rebellious as the younger ones. They watch and play a lot of petty childish games and complain a lot. The older black woman also remains jealous of her black man deep into old age. She is jealous of younger and older women whom she thinks is laying in wait for her man. She raises big hell if she suspects her man of fooling around on her. She does this in fear that he will have sex with another woman, give her his money, or leave home. She is also more prone to want to accept being elderly or infirm. She is quicker to accept the idea that she has already lived her life and now she can settle down and stay home most of that time. The black man clings to life to the very end and wants to enjoy the excitement and the activities for as long as possible. Retirement, different from the black woman, does not mean that productive life is finished, but started. His woman will remind him that he is too old to do this or that, and he should sit down somewhere and let the young people take over. She wants him to believe he is old so that she no longer has to worry about him being attracted or attractive to a younger woman. Even in the older stages, the black woman persists in trying to block the black man from pursuing other women. It makes her bitter and vindictive, and it makes him tired. And that is the end of that part. So yeah, very interesting. The last part is divorce, and that's shorter than that part was. I will come back and read that And like I said, that will finish the chapter up. So, like I say, if y'all interested, I might go further. Comment, inbox, whatever, But as y'all can see, I'm sure if you listen to any part of this, something you heard caught your ear. And if you have not caught it all, I encourage you to go back to the very beginning to listen to the intro part, just so you can get, have it all in the proper perspective. And it's kind of like, when you just get bits and pieces, it's kind of like missing the beginning of a movie. You just all the way won't get it. So anyway, with that being said, I'll be back.